Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, www.newtonradio.co.za. Mr. V and Mr. K in the building.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. V. We are changing the gears now. We're going to gear 2. That was gear 1, what the vibe. Now we're moving to gear 2. So please fasten your seat belt. Whether you're moving on the fast lane
Or the slow lane.
the middle lane, you are
you're
now tuned into the vibe lane. And as we are about to shift the gear to gear 2, I hope you guys are ready. Buckle up your seatbelt, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We're about to go quick. Tell me what we're talking about.
All right, we're talking literally anything emotions, masculinity, and control.
Got you.
So let's get into some of the, something most men were never taught properly.
Something most men were never taught properly.
Yeah, your emotional history.
Your emotional history. If you are fragile and emotional, guys, please make sure you calm down. We are about to go deeper. Go deeper, Papa. Tell me more.
So very much a hard truth is that you are allowed to feel as a man.
Got you.
But you are not entitled to unload. That is a hard truth as a man.
That is a hard truth?
Yeah.
Or is the truth that we've been told?
No, it's a hard truth a hard truth that you have to basically live with societally if you want to be the man.
Got
basically. You. And I've learned this a lot of the time. You're allowed to feel, but you're not entitled to unloading how you feel.
You're not entitled to unloading how you feel.
There's a difference between, and mind you, just for everyone that will be commenting on this later, unloading how you feel doesn't mean that you're not that you're not allowed to share your story.
Got you.
There's a difference between sharing your story and then bleeding out on someone who didn't cut you.
Bleeding out on somebody who didn't cut you.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So today, when you think about it, when you pour out unresolved emotions,
you
change the dynamics of that relationship.
Okay.
And then you place emotional weight on somebody who didn't sign up for it in the first place.
Got you.
Yeah.
We got ancient Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, they said that a man should observe his emotions, not become them.
Yes.
But today, a lot of men don't process their pain, they project it.
Yeah.
And when you pour out unresolved emotions, you change the dynamic in your relationship. You place emotional weight on someone who didn't sign up for it. And silently, you ask them to carry what you haven't conquered. Now, let's be clear. A woman doesn't lose respect because you've struggled. She loses respect when she sees you are still controlled by it.
Yeah. No? A lot of men don't understand that because they'll look at nonchalance as being the solution.
Which now you are allowing the struggle to control you.
You allow the struggle to control you because just because you're not exerting your emotion doesn't mean that the woman cannot still feel that you are still carrying your emotional weight.
Yeah.
She loses respect when you can't articulate your
emotion. Yourself.
Exactly.
When you shut down and shut
so the message, the lesson that we have to learn is you have to speak from your healed scars and not open wounds.
We live in a society that says that men fulfill, man do. Most men get controlled by not being able to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that a good thing for a man to be controlled by what they are unable to do, though, so that they are inspired and encouraged to do?
Exactly. But men aren't thinking that way.
Okay.
If you think about it, you're thinking, I can't do this. Let me learn how to do it better. A lot of men are, I can't do this. Might as well leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
That's not the mindset
you got to be creative with it.
You have to be creative with it. So that's the strength with it. You have to learn how to overcome. That's the discipline. And that is, quote, the masculine control.
So the lesson would be, speak from a healed, scar, not open wounds that, that's strength, that's discipline, that's
not
masculine control.
Yeah.
Stay grounded. Stay sharp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, these things are things that as men, we don't really normally talk about. You know what I'm trying to say? Emotional control and masculinity. At the end of the day, feeling emotions is natural.
Yeah.
But, dumping emotions is very irresponsible. That is some form of weakness.
Yeah. And a lot of men will then also say unto their women, but she does this to me. Why can't I do it back? That's the problem. That is a problem there. An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. So why are you taking out her eye as well? Because now you guys won't see each other.
But we forget that women are emotional beings.
Exactly.
And we are extra beings, like extra beings. You gotta.
And it's not even to say. It's not even to like demote them in any way. It's to give them their strength, but also recognize ours.
It's allowing their femininity to glow while allowing our masculinity to be, expressed
to show
in a way that also allows your woman to feel free and comfortable. Okay, a moment of weakness in men is something that a lot of guys are finding hard to handle.
Yeah.
That's why, a lot of guys, as you say, nonchalant, they let go so quick.
They let go very quickly.
When times get tough.
Yeah.
And you think that women leave men when things are hard. Can't you know the woman is actually not leaving you because things are hard. The woman is leaving you because of how you act when things are hard. You know what I mean? When things are hard, you act in a certain way. When things are hard, can I also have a Vaseline? When things are hard, you react in a certain way.
Yeah.
Then the woman feels like you are pushing her away, or you are attacking her in a situation that she's not even a part of. That she feels like she maybe you are going through financial struggles or family struggles, but instead of you handling that, you start attacking the woman.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. And a lot of men may feel attacked by their partner, their significant other. They may feel, but she always tells me this and that and that. Yes, she will always tell you what is wrong, but you have to hear that she's trying to call you in.
Yeah.
There are of course relationships where it's like, okay, you two just aren't.
Right.
But if you are serious about a relationship with someone, then it's literally that thing of when she tells you that something is wrong, it's not to make you feel bad about it. No. It's to tell you, hey, can you please try and correct it? Or like trying to call you in. Have a conversation about it.
Like, where are the applause? Gosh, you said something that I always say. I need the applause for this one. You said something that I always say. That a lot of guys don't realize one of the most important things about women in our lives is that they have the power of discernment. They have the power of, nurturing and patience and all those things.
Yeah.
And with that being said, nurturing, patience, discernment, they can sense, they can be calm and collected and actually analyze perfectly to a point that sometimes when a woman tells you, please don't come home at this time, it's because she's protecting her home and nurturing the home. Please don't drink this, and that. It's because she's trying to keep your health going so you can be the man of the house.
Yes.
And now we live in a society when a woman is controlling you with these words, men be like, control.
It's literally our male ego that is speaking in that moment. And the thing is, you think you don't have a male ego.
Sure.
If I tell you something like, okay, but why do you always do this? Why do you always do that?
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to want to go defensive or justify it. Because
this is... Yeah, no, it's a little bit tricky, but we're going to go deep into it a little bit later on. For now, let me play you a little bit of a song so that you can dissect what we have just said and also do a little bit of a self-introspection. I could be one of these guys that acts in a certain way.
I know I was one of them.
You were one of them.
But I had to learn very
Tell us more when you come back.
Yeah, let's
when we come back. I want to hear that story. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, www.newsonradio.co.za. The song we just played is one of the most beautiful songs that I've ever heard, and I never knew of it. The only one that I knew was the Kendrick Lamar, the Hot Pot 6 rendition. This goes out to the producer to say, hey, yo, who served it better has got to come with this one next time, man. There's the Hot Pot 6, which sampled this song.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Load up the Pro Tools.
And Press 3 Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsi's.
They say consciousness doesn't sell when it comes to music. And then you mentioned something right now.
Yes, I mentioned consciousness doesn't sell when it comes to music. It's all about making the listener buy into what makes their consciousness want to buy into it.
Sure. So you gotta shake their consciousness.
You have to shake
Not tell them about how woke or how conscious you are. Tell them about how their consciousness or how they feel about their consciousness.
Yeah, because music is always a conscious thing. It's one of the most emotive forms that makes us feel.
Right?
So in order to sell a consciousness,
you have to evoke
my feelings. You have to evoke a consciousness. You have to evoke other people's feelings because then they can relate. They can see.
It goes back to the things that we're talking about when we're talking about how men must regulate their emotions to, control their relationships, or not even control their relationships, but to manage their relationship, their masculinity in a relationship. And these are some of the things that we need to look at and ask ourselves, are there any musicians that triggers or evokes our consciousness in our masculinity without attacking and challenging us?
Yeah, it's why a lot of men that do listen to the Kendrick Lamars, like the very introspective rappers, the Lupe Fiascos,
Larry Drews.
Yeah. Even some men love Lauryn Hill because she gave them something. With the Miseducation. One album, and imagine people love Lauryn
gravitate to Lauryn Hill more than most artists who have many albums. Anyway, I gotta say a little bit something like, master your reaction, not your partner. When it comes to stoicism, on the topic that we're talking about, right? Master your reactions, not your partner. A stoic man doesn't try to control the other person like a remote with missing batteries. He controls himself. When tension rises, he doesn't explode, bag, or chase. He observes process, then responds with intention. Think of Marcus Aurelius siding with chaos around him, right? Yet, riding a calmly but discipline of the mind. That's the energy. In relationship, power quietly belongs to the one who isn't ruled by impulse. Translation in real life, if she's upset, you don't match with fire. You become the thermostat, not the thermometer. Anyway, we still got a lot to talk about when we come back.
Yeah, we're going to dive deeper into this
Dive deeper a little bit, like, with philosophical anchors, Stoicism, observe emotions, don't become them, relationship impact, emotional instability shifts power dynamics, unprocessed pain creates burden, on others, respect decreases when control is absent, and the core lesson is communicate from healing, not from the chaos, and we're going to talk a little bit about advantages and disadvantages of not regulating emotions as a man. Woo! Hey.
We're also just talking how a man should deal with a lot of things. Money,
exactly.
Women, work, life, all of that.
You see a problem in your relationship, you guys are fighting together. Both of you don't hear each other. But as a man, instead of you coming down, regulating your emotion and understand where this female and emotional being is coming from, you now start attacking her for expressing herself emotionally instead of attacking the thing that she's expressing herself about. You don't listen to me. You don't understand me. You don't respect me. Now you attack how she's expressing herself emotionally. Instead of thinking about, I don't listen and I don't respect, let me attack that. What she said to me.
Because together you have to fight. You are in a relationship. You have to fight the problem together. You can't fight each other because of the problem.
And when somebody expresses the problem that they are having in a relationship, don't invalidate. By protecting yourself or being defensive. Woo. Yeah, man. There's also burnout, mental instability. You end up burning out, man. You check out. You start being quiet. A lot of guys, a lot of women actually do that because of men. When they can't regulate their emotions and act out of impulse, they start attacking women or start being weird towards women, and then women end up being like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything to this guy anymore. I'm gonna keep quiet. Then emotionally, slowly, she starts checking out. Now you have lost a partner, and once a woman starts keeping quiet, you must know what's
there's a problem.
We are Puma.
And you really shouldn't have a quiet person.
Exactly.
Whether they are giving you insult or giving you praise, you shouldn't have a quiet person.
And also, lastly, it also attracts unstable and unhealthy dynamics. You know what I mean? So you got to be aware, man. You don't want to attract unnecessary things that will not be long-lasting for your relationship. So you got to take a moment, take your time, think about it. Okay, now tell me about a little bit of the advantages.
Short-term advantages. There are 3 of them.
Okay.
They are very short-term.
Sure.
You have temporary emotional relief.
Temporary emotional relief.
Because venting feels good in the moment.
Venting is like that kick when you get from dopamine. I hate you.
Fine, done. Now the words that you've said, you've spewed hatred, you've spewed death. Now you have to deal with those consequences, and they are long term. With that comes a sense of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Often misled vulnerability, mind you. It's not you're opening up your heart. You're giving yourself a weakness.
Got you.
Because you make yourself the weakness.
Yeah.